evening and welcome to Oxford, Ohio, the site of tonight's ACHA Club Ice Hockey matchup between the Club Ice Hockey at Indiana University team and the Miami RedHawks club. I'm Sam Weixler here on your Indiana Hockey pregame show. Alongside me is Casey Roehl, the voice of Indiana Hockey. Casey, these two teams are coming out of the winter break. Indiana fresh out of the break and Miami off of a three-game set at home here last weekend. What do you think we can expect from this game tonight?
Well, one, it's a pleasure to be in Oxford, one of the top college arenas in the country and in all of North America. Goggin Ice Center, home to one of college hockey's premier programs in Miami. For the RedHawks, they just came off 3 consecutive games against top 10 ranked opponents. Indiana's played one top 10 ranked opponent this season. Louisville at one point was ranked the number 10 team in the country the week before Indiana had played them. So this is the toughest task by far. Ohio State at the beginning of the season proved to be a big challenge, but this Miami team, the reigning TSCHL champion, they're primed for another push, and they've got multiple players who can score this year instead of just the occasional 1-2 punch that they've had in years past.
Talking about scoring, Casey, the scoring comes in bunches. They've scored 95 goals this season and have only let in 62, almost 100 goals, and we're only about at the halfway mark of the season.
Yeah, Miami traditionally has been a team that's based off of their defensive metrics, but this season under Andrew Whitehead, his first year at the helm, there seems to be a rejuvenation in the offensive scheme and the semantics because they just changed up their power play too. How much of a luxury has that got to be when you're among one of the top scoring teams in the league and you can just change up your power play midway through the year? It's going to be a tough task. It's the first task for Andrew Newman's side out of the winter break, so we should see a lot of where this team stands. No Eric Grimes, no Austin Eng, no Stephen Gaser, and no Scott Berger all studying abroad this semester. So this is going to be a telling game and a telling series as to where this team can be with the personnel that they have with them against some of the top teams in the league.
Casey, you talked about how Miami revamped and revitalized their power play attack, and for good reason. They were second to last in the conference in the TSCHL with a 15% effectiveness on the power play. That is a minuscule rate compared to Indiana, who are first in the TSCHL at almost 30%. That's almost double the power play percentage. An incredible performance from Indiana thus far, and Miami realized they had to change something up if they wanted to continue to hold their place at the top spot in the TSCHL. Right now, the Indiana ice hockey team is 3-4-1 and stand at 6th place in the TSCHL, and the RedHawks of Miami are at 9-1-0 in the TSCHL. They are at the top of the table and far away.
It's the number 6 team in the league against the number 12 team in the Central region. Something else you've got to keep an eye on for Miami. They've had a bit of the bugaboo this year against top-ranked programs, 9-8 against teams ranked in the ACHA top 20 in the region polls. That's 1-6 when you go further up the line against schools ranked in the top 15. Indiana's ranked number 12. That was the last ranking of December of 2019. So it's the first series of the year for Indiana, the first series of the decade, and it's against one of the top programs of the 2010s in Miami.
Now, Casey, before we get ready to give the starting lineups and head out to the break before the game starts, I want to bring up one other statistic that stood out to me while we were looking at this game. The goal differential for Miami, they are plus 46 against opponents here in the CSCHL, teams like Indiana, Louisville, and Dayton. But against all other teams, they are only plus 31. They get dominated by teams outside of this league, just like you just mentioned.
Well, they're still a pretty good offensive scoring team, but when you play teams that are in the top 10 in their respective region, Sioux College, who's the number 1 school in the Central, Davenport's number 9, Grand Valley State, a top 10 school as well. Lindenwood, let's not forget about Lindenwood. They're the number 7 team in the Central. Those are tough schools, and when you play a schedule like that, you're going to have the occasional bad day, as they say, outside of the sports realm and just in general. So Miami's had those type of games, but when they play teams in the league, it just shows you how hard that the strength of schedule comes to be. Miami, after losing all 3 of those games, still could realistically see themselves as a top 15 school during the next ranking, and it would only help their cause if they beat Indiana at least once.
Again, Miami ranked 6th in the ACHA Division II, and Indiana ranked 14th right now. That all could change after this weekend when the numbers and boards get reshuffled yet again. looking at starting lineups now for club ice hockey at Indiana University. Between the pipes will be number 30, Joe Stebbins. The defenseman on the left side will be number 12, Will Patton. And on the right, number 6, Aiden Goodfellow, taking the spot of Scott Berger, who was out not on vacation, but on a work-related trip. He's out doing an internship.
Work-related trip, and also while paying student loans to Indiana University. He's overseas in Europe. We wish Scott the best in Europe and over the course of these next couple of months as he studies abroad. One more season of hockey next year before he has to find the real job. Like some of us, Sam Weixler, you're still a young gun, so you still got a few years left. I've got a couple months left as well, so best of luck to Scott.
As far as the starting lineups go for Indiana, left wing is number 16, Cade Kenyon. At center, the captain, Jack Jordan, and the right winger is Jack Kissel. Indiana obviously skippered by Andrew Newman, the head coach in his third season. The captain is Jack Jordan, and the alternates, which vary from game to game with this Indiana squad, are usually Colin Fitzgerald and Cade Kenyon.
And let's take a look now at the starting lineup for the Miami RedHawks, a record of 13-8, 9-1 in TSCHL play, the number 6 team in the Central. Left defenseman is Jack Lipovich, the sophomore. He leads the team in power play goals. He's got 2 man advantage goals in as many games. Luca Folio starts at right defense. Daniel McGeever, a sophomore, starts at left defense. Philip Smith, a senior, the lone senior in the starting lineup for Miami. He starts at center at 6'2". He had a goal his last time out against Grand Valley State. Hunter Wallace starts at right wing. And in between the pipes is Ben Camp, the senior out of Beverly Hills, Michigan. His last appearance came in relief against Davenport on January 12th. Faced 23 shots and made 22 saves over the course of 40 minutes.
It's going to be a really interesting matchup to see how Miami can play defensively against Indiana, who are down some of their top scorers, as we mentioned. Guys like Austin Eng are out, and our overseas Everett Grimes as well, a top scorer, has 17 points on the season, but that number is finalized in pen, in the book, so to speak, Casey, as he is overseas as well.
Well, for Eng, he's Indiana's top face-off man, and you don't see the face-offs on the strategics on the regular box sheet and the regular scorecard, but winning face-offs creates many scoring chances, and that's something Indiana's going to have to find without Eng in the lineup. Everett Grimes leads the team in goals. Currently, the active leader is Colin Fitzgerald, but with Grimes' 9 goals, he had scored the game-winning goal in Indiana's last win, so not only is Indiana losing valuable faceoffs, but guys who are experienced go-getters when the game comes to the line.
One other thing to look for tonight will be when either team is short on legs on the ice. Indiana has the best power play in the TSCHL. We mentioned that. And Miami almost last in power play. So it'll be best on best and almost worst on worst when things get shaken up with penalties in the box.
Well, something's got to give at that point. One thing has to beat the other. If we're expecting a shootout, then if Indiana's case, you hope Joseph Stebbins can keep Miami to under 4 goals. But if it's a shootout, it's a shootout. If not, then it's going to be a real hard switch of task going from this rink, which is a regular-sized rink, to the Frank tomorrow.
Casey, we're almost done with this pregame show here on the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network, courtesy of Facebook Live. If you had to pick one goal scorer tonight for Indiana, who would it be?
You know, tonight I'm going to go with Jack Jordan. He's one of 4 active players to have played against Miami the last time these two teams faced off in October 29th of 2016. John Cristiano could be another player to click. He was on that team as well. So I'm going to take the two skaters who played this last time out against the RedHawks. So I'm going to go Jack Jordan, the senior captain for Indiana, to score tonight.
And on the other side, are you going to pick against Torsten Lee, the goal scorer? He leads the team in points with 32. Is there anyone else that stands out to you?
I'm going to stick with what I just mentioned with the last time a player was on the roster when these two teams faced off. Noah Klinsky is 3rd all-time career points. He's the only active RedHawk to score a goal against Indiana. He was the only active player to score in an 8-1 win the last time these two teams faced off. So I'm going to go Noah Klinsky for Miami to get the goal.
Well, Casey, we'll have to wait and see. As for this game, we have puck drop in just over 7 minutes right here from the Goggin Ice Center in Oxford, Ohio, on the campus of the Miami, Ohio University campus. For the Indiana Club Ice Hockey pregame show, I've been Sam Wexler alongside Casey Roehl, the voice of Indiana hockey. We've got puck drop and starting lineups on the other side of the national anthem in just about 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Club Ice Hockey at Indiana University on the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network.
From Goggin Ice Center in downtown Oxford, Ohio, it's the #1 team in the country in the TSCHL. The Miami University RedHawks taking on the Indiana University Club Ice Hockey Program. Casey Roehl with you alongside Sam Weixler. High of the ice from Goggin. Time now to take a look at our starting lineups for Indiana and their crimson jerseys, white lettering and trim. A record of 9-7-1-1, the 12th ranked team in the ACHA Central Region. The starting lineup: Jack Jordan, the senior captain, centering line 1. Jack Kissel to his right, Cade Kenyon to his left. Aiden Goodfellow, Will Patton, the starting D pairing. For Miami, a record of 13-8. The starting line and defensive pairing of Philip Smith, Daniel McGeever, Hunter Wallace, Luca Folio, Jack Lipovich, and Ben Camp in goal. Off the face-off, Indiana controls. They skate from left to right as you listen. Miami of Ohio from right to left. Jordan centers into the slot, looking for Kenyon, intercepted by Miami. The RedHawks control from right to left the other way. Wallace, top of the left circle, his wrister high and wide of Stebbins, blocker side. Indiana in the defending zone, holds down the right boards. Goodfellow, the freshman DN out of Novi, Michigan, filters to Patton on a forecheck. Miami controls into the high slot. Jordan swats it out to center, and that clears the zone. 45 seconds into the first frame, no score, Indiana and Miami. The first meeting between both schools since October 29th of 2016. Jacob Schmidt on for his first shift of the game for the RedHawks, the team leader in points for a freshman. Holds below the left goal line, centering pass, one-timer by Philip Smith, rolls wide, blocker side of Stebbins, and Miami still controls down the right boards. 1:05 seconds into period 1, no score. Schmidt, bottom of the right circle, his wrister deflected, rolls into the slot. Smith for the RedHawks curls to the top of the left circle, drives below the goal line, backhands to Torsten Lee. He filters out to Joe Kamicha, left point. He filters out to the right circle. Smith touches it along. Brendan Masson lobs it below the goal line. Intercepted by Indiana. Vladislav Krush. One hands to Adam Offenbach. He glides below the left side and swats it to the left of Camp in nets. Indiana on a forecheck, pestering the Miami defense, but the RedHawks control the defending zone. 100 seconds into the first frame. No score, Indiana, Miami. The RedHawks with Schmidt. Lob it from right to left. Colin Fitzgerald, the active leader in points for Indiana. Saucer pass out to center. Christian Champel from left to right. Down to left circle, below the left goal line. Holds below the goal line. Centering pass. Nobody home. Miami intercepts. Lee lost it at neutral, and it's Georgiou for Indiana, the lefty D-man. Filtering it out to Fitzgerald down the right side. 2 minutes, 10 seconds into period 1. And now we get a whistle and an offside. Socrates Raptis enters the zone, and both he and Jack Null were past the blue line. Faceoff comes out to center. No score, Indiana and Miami. Faceoff comes out to neutral ice in front of the RedHawks bench down the boards.
Casey, not much hitting at all from what we've seen compared to other games. These two teams are not really throwing the shoulders around today.
Faceoff at neutral, batted up and out of play. We'll do it all over again. This time coming out toward the opposite side and into the Indiana half of neutral ice, just in front of the Indiana bench. Raptis takes the face-off for Indiana against Quinn Cronin. Off the tie-up, Raptis for the Cream and Crimson bangs it behind his own blue line, and a couple bodies scrumming for control. Indiana with Adam Offenbach down the near boards, can't clear zone. Miami back behind the net. Cronin centering feed, intercepted. Cronin chases his own pass. Center's looking for Lee. It rolls into the slot down the left goal line. Joey Jenkins for the RedHawks controls on the forecheck. He filters out to the left point. Hanley's backhand shot deflected, rolling toward the corner. Dug out by Miami. Joey Jenkins back behind the net. He plays back and forth with Cronin. A couple hits being put on back behind Stebbins and goal. And the RedHawks control Cronin. Bottom of the left circle. Cycles the puck to Gamicha. Filters out left point. Point-to-point pass. Brendan Madsen. Right side. His wrister block. He's got it. Top of the circle. At the dot. He shoots. And Stebbins holds in his chest. The senior out of Carmel appearing in his 7th game of the season. He's 3-3. He stopped his first couple shots of the game. And it stays scoreless. 16:53 left in period 1.
Last performance that Stebbins had was against the Michigan Wolverines. He had a stellar 3-2 win performance. And in an overtime period that was fast-paced.
Face off to Stebbins. Left, Indiana controls. Goodfellow swats the puck to Josh Sharp in the attacking zone to the left goal line. Backhand to Connor Bone. Pickpocketed by Miami. Luca Folio, the lefty forward, swats it out to center. Chip and chase for Miami. Jack Lipovich below the right goal line. Driving past a couple Indiana skaters. He curls out to the high slot. Backhand peed to Joey Jenkins. 15-on-15 Jenkins against Bonecutter. He works it to Smith. Holding back behind in that centering pass. One-timer Jenkins deflected wide, rolls off of Sharp's stick, and the freshman for Indiana lobs it from left to right out of the zone. Icing called. 16-16 left in period one. No score between Indiana and Miami. Shots on goal in the early stages of period one. 3-1 in favor of the RedHawks. They lead the all-time series against the Cream and Crimson 6-0. Face off to Joseph Stebbins, left. Miami controls. Lipovic left point, surfs the blue line. His wrister deflected in the slot. Miami still controls down the right side. Luca Folio, his wrister from the right dot, deflected off of Stebbins' chest. It pinballs down the right side. Indiana with Alex Shabazz bats it into the slot, but Schmidt for Miami keeps zone. He works it towards Lee, back behind the net, looking middle of the ice. Bottom of the right circle, his wrister turned aside by Stebbins. Miami still controls Lee. Swats at Folio, high slot, his wrister high and wide. The crossbar, rebound in front. They score! Noah Klinsky on the doorstep. The only active skater on this Miami team. The score against Indiana. And the senior registers point number 100 in his career on a rebound goal on a shot that sailed high above the crossbar to put Miami up 1-0 with 15:49 left in period one.
That possession started with Indiana losing a faceoff in their own defensive zone, and that is a huge aspect of their game that they prided themselves on during the early in the season. And losing such an important faceoff guy like Eng really took a toll, obviously.
Faceoff at center. Miami controls in the defending zone. Cade Kenyon for Indiana on a forecheck holds left point. Couple bodies swatting for control, and it's Indiana controlling Kissel. Backhands to Kenyon in the high slot. Lost it off his backhand. Jordan for Indiana staples the puck toward the left half dasher. Kenyon with it. Bottom of the left circle. Centering feed. Looking for Kissel. Deflected. Rolls to Jordan. He's got it left half. Spinning wrister. Deflected off of Camp's blocker, and Miami chips it out to the blue line, kept in by Fitzgerald. One-timer right point, deflected off of skates. The RedHawks, Brendan Mason, swats it out of the zone and out to center. 5 minutes into period one, 1-0 our score. Miami leads Indiana. The Cream and Crimson, when allowing the first goal on the road this season, 1-6. When Cronin left goal line for Miami, looking middle of the ice. Surfs the blue line, high slot, top of the circles. His wrister deflected. Lipovic's rebound deflected off of Stebbins' stick. It rolls out to the blue line, out of the zone, underneath of McGeever's stick blade, and Indiana makes a line change with the puck at the other end of the ice. 5.5 into period one, 1-0 lead for Miami over Indiana. The RedHawks from right to left. Smith into the high slot. Dances past a man, hands off McGeever. His wrister deflected off of a back check by Georgiou. Miami still controls on the forecheck. Bottom of the right circle. McGeever holds on the backhand. Looking middle of the ice, cycles toward the goal line. Pickpocketed by Offenbach for Indiana. The freshman forward side swipes a couple RedHawks. Backhands out to center. The RedHawks settle it down. And Wallace rifles it back behind Stebbins. Line change made by the RedHawks. 1-0 lead for Miami. 6 minutes into period one. McGeever out at center. One hands it to the Miami logo. Intercepted. Colin Fitzgerald dances past a man. Can't swagger past a second. Miami with Noah Tilton back behind the nets. Works it out from right to left. He swats it ahead to Hunter Wallace. Noah Klinsky, his wrister, swallowed up by Stebbins in his chest to hold action. 13:43 left in period one. 1-0 lead. Miami leads Indiana as we step aside from Oxford. You're listening to Club Ice Hockey at Indiana University on the Indiana Hockey Radio Network. 13:43 left in period one. 1-0 lead for Miami over Indiana. A goal scored by Noah Klinsky, the only active skater. The score in this series for Miami pockets his second career goal against the Cream and Crimson. His 100th career point, the third all-time Miami history to reach the 100-point plateau. Casey Roehl with you alongside Sam Weixler from Goggin Ice Center in downtown Oxford. We went to break. The officials are working on the right boards down the far side. Looks like a couple broken stick blades and or paint is chipping off, and that's the momentary pause.
Katie, from our angle up here, it looked like the knob of somebody's stick broke in their hand, and they let it fall to the ice. The referee over on the far side of the ice came and picked it up, and there are little bits of fiberglass and wood and plastic everywhere on the far side of the boards.
Well, per hockey rules, you can't carry a broken stick in your hands once that stick is broken, so that's the result in the stoppage in play. Play resumes with a face-off to Joseph Stebbins, left in the Miami attacking zone off the draw. Jacob Schmidt's wrister swallowed up by Stebbins, the senior netminder. His first career start against the RedHawks. It stays 1-0 Miami, 13:38 left in period one. Face off again to Stebbins right. Miami controls. One-timer Lipovich point deflect off of Stebbins' pad. He plays a rolling puck behind the crease to halt action. 6 seconds off the clock. 13:32 left in period one. It stays 1-0 Miami.
Third straight possession where the puck did not even leave the Indiana defensive third. They've lost 4 straight faceoffs.
And now here's number 4. A shot by Lee into the slot. Deflected. Stebbins got his pad on top. Miami still controls right point. Luca Folio. His wrists are deflected. Lee below the right goal line. Doesn't pull the trigger on a backhand shot. He reverses direction looking for Smith. He's got it left hash at the dot. He holds on the backhand looking toward the net. He sideswipes a man. Can't get past a second. Centering pass looking for McGeever. Deflected. Here comes Indiana from left to right. They trail 1-0. 13 minutes to go in period one. Now we get a whistle and an offside called. That's on Will Patton, the junior alternate. He's a defenseman starting for the first time in the last 3 games.
Well, it's not every day that you get to see Will Patton carrying the puck in open ice, and he tried to dangle and have some fun with it at the blue line, but the Miami D-men were there and ready to make the foul.
Face off at neutral. Indiana controls. Alex Shabazz flings a shot on goal, and it's Ben Camp, the senior out of Beverly Hills, Michigan, rolling up his blocker and putting his glove on top of a bouncing puck. He's made 13 appearances over the last 4 months. Face off to his right. Miami controls. Torsten Lee on a back check. Indiana's got it. Shabazz centers looking for Jordan. Nobody home. Rolls out to center. Colin Fitzgerald bangs the puck behind goal. Miami touches up. Daniel McGeever back behind net. 12:45 left in period one. 1-0 advantage for Miami. Quinn Cronin, right board, spinning backhand pass, looks toward Joey Jenkins, intercepted by Indiana, rolls out to the red line. The red and black Miami M at center. It's swatted just in front of Stebbins. Indiana controls. Colin Fitzgerald, a junior D-man from upstate Chicago. Motors past the red line. Backhand pass looking for Shabazz. Just has to skate down the left boards. He pins a man to the wall, back behind the net. Miami first to it, Joe Gamicha. Down the left boards. Indiana on the forecheck. Pesters in behind cage. Then Madsen, left circle. Stick check by Kissel momentarily. The RedHawks work it out to the blue line. Fitzgerald, top of the circles on the forecheck. Got it in the slot. Lost it. And now Miami the other way. Joey Jenkins with his RedHawks leading 1-0. 8 minutes in that period number 1.
Alex Shabazz for Indiana came out firing on all cylinders and is playing angry. He's already made 3 hits in this game for Indiana.
Jordan swats it out to center into the Miami defending zone. Touched up by Hunter Wallace. He was a part of that first goal scored by Klinsky earlier in this period. James Georgiou, the Indiana D-man down the left boards, bangs the puck off the high glass. It skitters out to the Miami defending zone, where Noah Tilton touched it up. He was one of 3 goal scorers for Miami their last time out. Here's a shot from the right circle by Lipovich, patted aside by Stebbins. It rolls down the left circle. 1-0 lead for Miami, 11:20 left in period 1. One-timer Smith from below the left circle bounces high up into the mesh down the far boards, out of play.
Casey, that puck careened all the way up to the rafters, and it's not the rafters like the Frank Southern Ice Arena where you need to go only 10 yards up in the air. That's a good 45, 50 feet up.
Oh, no, it's way higher than the 32 feet in the 50-year-old barn back in Bloomington. Face off to Stebbins right. Miami on the tie. They control. Daniel McGeever left hash boards. He holds the puck to the wall. James Todaro, the freshman D-man for Indiana, controls back behind cage. They center it out toward the slot. Pickpocketed by Miami. They hold right point Smith. Filters the puck back behind the nets. Hunter Wallace picks it up, holds in the backhand at the hash mark. Backhands to the point. Ryan Jenkins, left side, top of the circle at the hash. Centering pass. Smith has it. He shoots. It rolls wide over the crease and down to near boards. It's still 1-0 Miami. 10:45 left in period 1. The RedHawks in the attacking zone. Wallace left hash, holds in the backhand, draws a double. One-timer teed up. That was off of Jenkins' stick, and it blocked aside by Stebbins. A little mock back and forth shimmy in his net to halt action. 10:36 left in period 1. It stays 1-0 RedHawks.
Indiana has played almost this entire first period, the first half of this first period, in their own zone. And in faceoffs occurring near Joe Stebbins in the D zone, they are 1 out of 7. Miami is controlling the faceoffs.
Lipovich off the draw, left circle. His wrister deflected, a block by Cristiano, and it rolls out to the Miami defending zone. John Cristiano, one of 4 active Indiana skaters to play in the last meeting between both these schools back in October 2016. Puck rolls back behind Stebbins. Klinsky centers, looks to Lee, rolls off his stick blade down the goal line. Lipovic swats it back to Klinsky. Rink-to-rink pass. Works it to Lipovic. His shot deflected. Bounces high up into the slot. Klinsky, the lefty stick handler, works it up the left half dasher. Cruz for Indiana. Bangs it out to center. Rolls off Cristiano. Skates down the right side. Miami in the defending zone. Lee filters out to center. Indiana controls Aiden Goodfellow. 10 minutes gone in period one. 1-0 lead for Miami. The RedHawks suss around to center. Down the length of the ice from right to left. Icing washed. Goodfellow for Indiana. Twist the puck down the right boards. Offenbach lobs it out to center underneath Cruz's stick. Gamicha for Miami. Circle pass in the defending zone. He connects with Ryan Jenkins. One of two. Jenkins' brother, the younger of the two. He's a freshman D-man at Dublin Jerome High School. That's just outside of Akron. 9:20 left in period one. A 1-0 advantage for the RedHawks. From right to left, Cronin ushers the puck into the attacking zone, bangs it behind Stebbins. He whips it down the right boards. Touched up by Madsen, right point. Back toward the net. He backhands toward the half dasher. Works it to Will Lincoln. Back behind Cage. Indiana with Fitzgerald. Surfs down to near boards and filters out of the zone. Icing washed. Miami in the defending zone. Controls Brendan Madsen.
There hasn't been a shot on net casing the last minute, 10 seconds of gameplay. It's been a quiet last 70 seconds.
Here comes Jenkins in the attacking zone, top of the circles, dangles past a man, can't get past James Georgiou. Miami makes a line change, rolls out to center. The RedHawks re-enter the zone. Lipovic, right circle, chip and chase, has it by at the goal line. He goes on net, centers, looking for Lee, deflected. His backhander was sticked aside by Stebbins, and with 8.5 to go in period one, stays 1-0. Lob pass out to center. Raptis looks for no. It's swatted by Camp. He came out of his crease to play the puck. 8:20 left in period one. A 1-0 advantage for the RedHawks. Miami out to center. Lipovic plays the puck off his left skate. Top of the left circle. Driving below the goal line. Looking middle of the ice. Back behind the net. Has it right side. At the half dasher. Looking. Center side slot. Slap pass over to Jenkins. Left dot. Looking middle of the ice. Works it to Drew Bishop. Top of the circles. His wrister. Turn the side. Rebound to deflected. Rolling puck in the slot. Sharp for Indiana collects. He filters out to the blue line. Intercepted. Tilted. Top of the circle. His slap shot deflected. Bottom of the right circle. McGeever centering pass. Nobody home at the backdoor post. Puck still ensuing in the Indiana D zone. It's finally lobbed out of the length of the ice by Georgiou. Shabazz the only forechecker for Indiana, but Miami controls with 7.5 to go in period one. RedHawks up 1-0. Torsten Lee, left circle, centers, looking for Schmidt, batted off of Stebbins' blocker. He plays the secondary rebound off his glove, and that halts action. 7:23 left in period one. The RedHawks still lead 1-0.
Casey, the RedHawks have 19 shots on goal here in the first period. Indiana has just 4. Miami has had possession in their own attacking zone for almost all of this first period.
Noah Klinsky, the goal scorer for Miami, takes the draw to Stebbins' right. Miami wins the attacking zone draw. Jack Lipovic, right point, backhands the puck toward the half dasher. Klinsky has it bottom of the right goal line. Centering pass, Schmidt the closest to it. Rolls underneath his stick in the slot, and the RedHawks out to center. Swat it from right to left. Ryan Jenkins, looks toward Hanley, and we get a whistle and an icing. Fans follow the Club Ice Hockey at Indiana University program on Twitter at hockey_IU, along with up-to-date Instagram live and practice feeds at hockey@IU. More information available at indianauniversityhockey.com. Face-off to Beckhamp's right to the Indiana attacking zone. Fitzgerald's got it. His shot from the top of the circles. Gloved down by Camp, the senior, standing at 5'11", 160 pounds. 7 minutes left in period one. A 1-0 advantage for the RedHawks. A face-off comes to the right of Camp. Jordan for Indiana lost the draw to Tilted, and now he works it Torsten Lee. Top of the right circle in the attacking zone. Drags to the backhand. Veers toward the hash mark. Draws a double. Filters to Ryan Jenkins. Top of the left circle. His wrister high and wide of the crossbar to Stebbins' blocker's side. The RedHawks maintain the attacking zone on the forecheck. Jenkins, left point. Bangs the puck off the glass. Dug out by Lee. Saunters the goal line, puts on the brakes, gets a man on the ice. Cerner's nobody home. It rolls out to the right point. Lipovic maintained the zone. It's out the center where the RedHawks control. 6:20 left in period one. A 1-0 advantage for the RedHawks over the Cream and Crimson. Lipovic, right side the attacking zone, top of the circles. Dances past a man, drives to the left circle, looking middle of the ice, whips it toward the far boards, dug out by Madsen. He walks the goal line, circles and cycles the puck to Will Lincoln. Unable to maintain the zone. Poke free by Kenyon. He jabs it out to the Miami defending zone where Indiana makes a line change. 6 minutes left in period one. A 1-0 advantage for the RedHawks. Miami at 9-1 in TSCHL play, the best in conference action. Indiana at 7th. Offenbach in the attacking zone, below the left goal line. His center pass looking for Cristiano, turned to the side. Camp got his stick on the puck. Indiana on a forecheck, has it left goal line, poked away by Lipovich, the junior D-man. Lobs it off the near boards, and it's Joey Jenkins working it out to neutral where the RedHawks recontrol. 5:25 left in period one. 1-0 lead for Miami over Indiana. Krush for the Cream and Crimson in the attacking zone. Left half dasher at the goal line. Lost the puck. Rolls out to the blue line. Tumbling biscuit settled down by Georgia, but it rolls off instead. Here's lead for Miami. He works it out to Jenkins in the attacking zone. Left dot. His wrist returned aside. Smith, a shot from the right goal line. It deflects off a couple of bodies. Puck still bouncing behind Stebbins, and it's Tadaro for Indiana. Weaving back behind the couple defenders and warping it out toward Offenbach. He clears the zone. 4:50 left in period one. A 1-0 lead for the RedHawks. Philip Smith, left half dasher. Backhands out to the point. Rolls over Gamicha's glove. Couple tumbles ensues where Miami controls, finally back in their own D zone. 4.5 left in period one. The RedHawks lead 1-0. Lipovich, right circle, dances past him in, angles toward the goal line, turned aside by Patton. He's got it. Back behind the net. One-timer tilting between the circles. A knuckle puck settled down by Stebbins as he puts it toward his midsection. 4:21 left in period one. 1-0 lead for Miami.
That slap shot could be described as a muffin by some. It was a wobbly shot. You said it best, Casey. Knuckle puck from right around the blue line. And those curling circles you see are from the curling team here at Miami University. That may throw you off a little bit.
Face off to Stebbins is right. Miami controls Noah Klinsky. One hands to the point. Noah Tilton can't maintain the zone. Here comes Indiana. Possible numbers 2-on-1. Jack Null, his shot right circle. Glove down by Camp to halt action. 4:10 left in period one. 1-0 lead for Miami over Indiana. The RedHawks lead the all-time series 6-0. Face-off comes to Camp's left. Socrates Raptis for Indiana takes the face-off against Klinsky, and Raptis controls. He's got it bottom of the right circle, looking middle, centering, back to our post, one-timer, no, deflected wide, rolls underneath Camp's blocker. It remains 1-0 Miami, 4 minutes to go in period one. It's lobbed into the Miami bench. That was off of Noah Tilton's stick, so because of that, a face-off stays in the Indiana attacking zone.
Well, Casey, there's always a reason why a hockey team trails in a certain game, and tonight the tale of the tape so far is the shots on goal. You can't score if you don't shoot the puck. Indiana has only had 6 shots, while Miami has had 21.
The number one shots on goal team in the TSCHL. Off the face-off, Hubbard, his shot, slubbered down by Camp, and that halts action. 3:55 left in period one. 1-0 lead for Miami over Indiana. A full day of hockey here in Oxford. Face-off comes to Camp's left. Miami controls in the defending zone. Torsten Lee twists it out towards center. Backhands to Jacob Schmidt. In the attacking zone, left half dasher holds below the goal line. He tries a short side shot, deflects up the crossbar. The net comes off its moorings. That halts action. 3:43 left in period one. A 1-0 lead for Miami.
Casey, you were starting to talk about the full day of hockey we have here at the Goggin Ice Center. The North Dakota Fighting Sioux, now the Hawks, after the name change, fallen 5-4. The number one team in the country. How about that?
It took double overtime, too. Face-off comes to Stebbins' left. Indiana controls in the defending zone. Colin Fitzgerald surfing. Lobs it out to center. Alex Shabazz has it. He's on a breakaway. Shabazz for Indiana. Holds on the backhand. He shoots. Turned aside by Camp, and he puts his body on top. Fitzgerald off the defending zone face-off. Looks middle saucer to Shabazz, who was all alone, but Camp the senior, the active leader in wins for Miami, keeps the score 1-0. RedHawks, 3.5 to go in period one.
A golden opportunity missed by Shabazz. He's shaking his head as he heads to the bench. Can't believe he blew that opportunity. He was all by himself in space.
Face-off to Camp's right. Miami controls in the defending zone. Hilton lobs out to center, just past Hunter Wallace's skates. Fitzgerald for Indiana digs it out behind Stebbins. 1-0 lead for the RedHawks, 3:15 left in period one. Kissel out to center, making his first start on the road since September 20th against DePaul. He works it back into the defending zone, backhands to Baron McDaniel, right board at the midline. Swatted by Smith, out to center. Jack Jordan for Indiana, the senior captain, enters the attacking zone, top of the circles, lost it on the backhand. Lipovich filters out to center. Daniel McGeever in the attacking zone, right circle, drop feed. Tilton, twist it, one-timer, Smith, score! Perfectly executed from the top team in the TSCHL. A drop feed to Philip Smith, who blasted a one-timer high and underneath the glove of Stebbins to put the RedHawks up 2-0, 2:43 left in period one.
A bottle rocket, if I've ever seen one, Casey. The Gatorade bottle behind Stebbins flew up into the air and landed on the side of the cage. Incredible shot, a laser beam from way out.
For Philip Smith, it's his 10th goal of the season that ties his career high. Face-off at center, Miami controls as they skate from right to left. Indiana the forecheck, Cristiano back into the high slot. One-timer Offenbach, wide blocker side of Camp. It rolls back behind the cage. It stays 1-0 Miami, 2.5 to go in period one. Noah Klinsky, one of two goal scorers for Miami tonight. Chips the puck to Torsten Lee in the attacking zone. Top of the right circle, holds in the backhand, dangles past a man. Drop feed, Klinsky, centering feed, one-timer Lee, and he scores. 2 goals in less than 30 seconds. Lee's shot was deflected and rolled toward the right goal line. Klinsky looked middle, saw Lee back to her post. And the reigning TSCHL Freshman of the Year deposits his team-leading 12th goal of the season to put the RedHawks up 3-0, 2:15 left in period one. Face-off at center ice. Patton for Indiana. The lefty D-man stretches it out to the red line. And it's Joey Jenkins. High slot for the RedHawks. His wrister deflected just as Stebbins right in goal. Jack No can't clear the zone. Rolls out to the blue line. Socrates Raptis soccers it along, but it's Miami controlling. Drew Bishop down the right point. Bangs it to the high slot. Christian Chappelle for Indiana. Motors from left to right. Dances in the attacking zone. Chip and chase left goal line. Holds in the backhand. Puts the puck to the wall. Staples it past a couple of Miami defenders, but the RedHawks push it free. Quinn Cronin and Brendan Madsen playing catch down the left boards. 1:35 left in period one. The RedHawks lead 3-0. Raptis left goal line. Backhands to Champel. Swats it toward the goal line. Champel's got it. Left half dasher. Centering feed. Intercepted. Cronin staples it to the wall. Loose puck to Camp's right, and it's Miami controlling. They whip it out to the near boards and out to center. 70 seconds left in period one. The RedHawks lead 3-0. Aiden Goodfellow, stretch pass out to center. No, can't clear it. It's back into the Miami attacking zone. Patton has it near side. Backhands off the high glass. Kept in by the RedHawks. Lipovich, left circle. Back check from behind. That was Jack Kissel. 50 seconds left in period one. The RedHawks lead 3-0. Miami maintains the attacking zone. Tilton left point. Bangs the puck behind Stebbins. It rolls toward the right half dasher. Folio has it. His slap pass toward the near side. Just underneath of Smith's stick. Miami still controls. Tilton, left side. Works it top of the circles. Drew Bishop. His wrister stick down and glove down by Stebbins to hold action. 30 seconds left in period one. The RedHawks lead 3-0.
Casey, right now, Indiana just not playing with enough energy. There are some guys on the ice that are really coming out and playing with a vengeance and playing like they want to hit somebody. But not quite everybody out there had the spacing down. It looks like there's some issues with communication as well.
Face off to Stebbins is left. Indiana controls. Cade Kenny out to center. Back check from behind. Jacob Smith for the RedHawks. Can't get past the second. A big hit put on by Fitzgerald. Saucers the puck out to center. Tilton for Miami in the defending zone. Beats the lone forechecker and Kenyon. 15 seconds left. Kissel, his shot by the right circle. No. A rebound, and Camp puts his glove on top and his 2 pads on top of the puck to stop action. 11.5 to go in period one. Enough time for another face-off and a couple other looks, with Miami still leads 3-0. Face-off to Camp's left. Jack Jordan takes the face-off against Klinsky. Off the tie-up, Indiana controls in the middle of the circles. Kenyon, his wrister turned aside. Drew Bishop back behind the nets. Intercepted by Kissel for Indiana. The freshman pins the puck to the wall, and that'll do it for period one. The RedHawks with 3 different goal scorers, the most frequently scored team in the TSCHL, takes a 3-0 advantage over Indiana after period 1.
Casey, that was a struggling first period for Indiana. They got off to a rough start. They played with energy right out of the gate, but quickly that energy and motivation dissipated after the first goal was scored. Coming back in the first period here, Mike Klinsky, just 4.5 minutes into this contest, a tip in right in front of the crease. Stebbins was caught out of just a bit too far out of the crease, and he paid the price. And as the boys head to the locker room, I have to imagine that Coach Newman for Indiana will be giving them an earful on the spacing issues and the other quick play they've not been able to do.
Shots on goal in that early period, only 8s for Indiana throughout 20. And for Miami, 26 shots in the first 20 minutes. Our goal scoring breakdown for the RedHawks, Noah Klinsky scored his 13th of the season. He's now the 3rd all-time member of the 100-point club in RedHawks history. 52 career goals, that's 2nd all-time, only behind Ethan Whitney's 59. Philip Smith scored goal number 2 on a one-timer from the top of the circles, and Torsten Lee, no more than 40 seconds later, deposited his 12th goal of the season, and that's where we're standing right now, 3-0 lead for Indiana over Miami. The second period intermission coming your way next on the Club Ice Hockey Indiana University Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Goggin Ice Center, Rig 2, as we are at the first intermission between Indiana and the Miami RedHawks. The score after 20 minutes is Miami 3 and Indiana 0. They did not put a biscuit in the basket. Miami controlling possession and controlling the speed of play all day. Through that first 20-minute frame, I'm Sam Weixler alongside Casey Roehl here for your first intermission show. Casey, that period was a struggle for Indiana in every sense. 3 goals allowed. Stebbins had some struggles in the net. And the shots on goal were not in any way near Indiana's favor.
No, it was not. When you take a look at the numbers on first sight, 29-6 for official shots on goal. We knew Miami was a good offensive team. We didn't know how explosive they could be when they jumped out early. I mean, if there was any questions as to whether or not they were at their best after dropping 3 consecutive games, well, those questions were answered. They've been hot. They've been fast. They've had the quality of looks, and Indiana's just been living in their defending zone. Joseph Stebbins has got to get some sort of break from his D-man.
Another issue Indiana had in that first period was the faceoffs. Miami won 2 out of every 3 faceoffs taken. That's 67% of the faceoffs. Indiana won 9. And Miami had double that with 18 faceoffs won, a great number of which came in the Indian defensive zone. 8 of those faceoffs they won were right next to Joe Stebbins, and that's what led to all those shots on goal.
I'm not very good at math. Is 66% good?
Casey, I don't think 66 is optimal, statistically speaking.
But it's a pass if you have to relegate it to something. It is a pass.
Casey, that's probably the score of some of our classes when we're busy broadcasting all these games across the country.
I know that's the case with mine. My mom's a school teacher. She can attest to that. 66% for face-offs is pretty darn good if you ask me. That's something that Indiana's got to change. When trailing on the road this season after the first period, Indiana's 1-6. Miami on the other end when leading at home. They're 7-0. So something's got to give. We'll see what Andrew Newman cooks up in these next 40.
Well, after 20 minutes, it's Miami 3 and Indiana 0. I've been Sam Weixler, alongside me, Casey Roehl, here on the Indiana Club Ice Hockey First Intermission Show. We'll be right back for the second period. You're listening to Club Ice Hockey at Indiana University on the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network.
Three nothing lead for Miami over Indiana after 20 minutes. The RedHawks with 3 different goal scorers in the opening frame. Noah Klinsky with his second career goal against Indiana, 52nd all-time, second most in Miami history, along with Torsten Lee and Philip Smith, the 3 goal scorers for the RedHawks, with Indiana skating from right to left as you listen to begin period 2. Miami from left to right. Casey Roehl with you alongside Sam Weixler from Goggin Ice Center downtown Oxford. Jack Jordan takes the face-off against Noah Klinsky. And off the tie-up, Jordan, the Indiana senior captain, controls on the forecheck. Lee has it right circle for Miami. His wrister turned aside. It deflected off of past skate plate. Klinsky backhand centering feed. Works left circle. Wrister by Lee. Batted high up into the air. Rolls into Kenyon's glove. The sophomore forward for Indiana. Sockers it out to center where Miami controls. 25 seconds into period 2. The RedHawks lead 3-0. Jacob Schmidt wheeling back behind the net. Holds behind the left goal line. One-hand puck to Lee. Has it right side. Bottom of the circle. Centering feed. Nobody home. Closest to it, Ryan Jenkins. It rolls out to center. And Luca Folio touches it down for the RedHawks. 45 seconds in the period 2. Miami continues its 3-0 lead. Rolling puck at center, swatted to Stebbins. The senior netminder bangs it toward the near side. Miami in the forecheck controls. Brendan Madsen pitchforks the puck right circle. Lee whips it out to the left circle. One-timer Gazmincha deflected. It rolls to the left goal line. Indiana unable to clear the zone. Rolls to Smith. Left shot backhanded by Christiana as far as center point. The shot by Madsen deflected wide. Rolls back behind the net. Smith for Miami controls left half dasher. Looking middle, circle to circle pass. Madsen right point. His slap pass batted and into the mesh to stop action. A minute 24 in the period 2. The RedHawks lead 3-0.
That deflection halts play and halts Miami's onslaught attack. They had the puck in the attacking zone for almost all of those 80 seconds so far, and they are really forcing Indiana to play on their heels during this long change period.
Face off to Stebbins is right. Miami controls left point. Gamicha, his wrister, wide glove side of Stebbins. Indiana, Alex Shabazz swats it toward the goal line. And Miami still controls. Cronin, right circle. His wrister turned aside by Stebbins. Rolls out to the left point. Captain Gamicha, his centering pass, swatted. Rolls out to the right point. Vladislav Krush reverses direction to Offenbach. Slides past a man. Can't get past a second. It's banged toward the right point. Bodies clashing each side. 2-2. And it's Offenbach for Indiana in the defending zone. Circles toward McDaniel. He's edged off the puck by Cronin, right goal line. 2 minutes in the period 2. The RedHawks lead 3-0. Will Lincoln in just his 6th game with Miami. Here's the puck out to the right circle, and it's the RedHawks still controlling back behind the nets. Lincoln whips it to Lipovich. Chipped off the high glass by Offenbach out to center. Vladislav Kruse for Indiana controls the rolling puck and the attacking zone. Left side, left circle, holds in the backhand. It's swatted out of the zone. Cronin out to center. 2.5 in the period 2. The RedHawks lead 3-0. Miami's offense this season most potent in the second period. Out of their 95 goals, they have scored 43 in the second.
In case they make that 98.
Yes, 98 goals with those 3 in the first. They score so many, you forget how many they score sometimes. Cruz for Indiana, right half dasher at the point. Bangs it toward Fitzgerald. He swats it toward the goal line. Miami controls back behind the net. Madsen, the sophomore defenseman from upstate Minnesota. Can't clear the zone. Fitzgerald, right point. His wrister turned aside. Left up the body. Almost a breakaway chance. Klinsky saucer to Lee. Batted by Offenbach, and behind Camp the puck goes. That was close. That could have been goal number 4 with nobody in front of Lee. Play ensues out to center. Schmidt one-hands the puck to Lee in the attacking zone. Down to left side. Veers out to the red line, with Miami making a line change. 3.5 in the period 2. The RedHawks maintain a 3-0 advantage. Puck at the red line, swatted by Null. Tumbling puck at the Miami logo, and it's Champel down the left boards, dancing past a man, puts on the brakes, enters the attacking zone, left half dasher, driving toward the goal line, hands off to Raptis, works it out to the left circle. Raptis has it on the forecheck. He's got it left dot. His wrists are blocked. It flutters over the crossbar, rolls out to the left goal line. Shabazz for Indiana. Lobs it towards Champel. Back to Shabazz. The lefty holds at the goal line. Back behind the net. Looks to center. Twists it in front. Bone cutter closest to it. Miami intercepts. Jacob Schmidt out to center. 15:55 left in period 2. The RedHawks lead 3-0. Shot from Schmidt from the goal line. Turned aside by Stebbins. He closed his legs off and careened it toward the left side. 15:45 left in period 2. The RedHawks lead 3-0. Josh Sharp for Indiana. Left point in the attacking zone at the circle. Wrister turned aside by Camp, puts the puck between his legs, and that halts action. 15:37 left in period 2. The RedHawks lead 3-0.
Casey, Indiana hasn't really gotten a chance to possess the puck and work an umbrella or a dime or any kind of strategic offense. They haven't conceded any penalties, however, and that may be one of the bright spots so far in this game.
Face off to Camp's right. Miami controls the defending zone draw. It rolls out to center. Patton swats the puck to Camp's right. Kissel for Indiana on the forecheck. Swats it behind Camp. It's Schmidt for digging it out for Miami. One of 3 goal scorers. Backhands the puck off the far boards. Daniel McGeever in the attacking zone. Left circle. His wrist return aside. Stebbins plays the rebound. And Hall's acted with 15:14 left in period 2. The RedHawks lead it 3-0 over Indiana as we step aside from Goggin. You're listening to Club Ice Hockey at Indiana University on the Indiana Hockey Radio Network. 15-14 left in period 2. 3-0 lead for Miami over Indiana. Face off to Joseph Stebbins right. The Indiana Cream and Crimson control. It's backhanded out of the zone by Kissel to Ben Camp's left in net. The Miami netminder. He's been phenomenal for the RedHawks. 5 minutes in the period 2. His Miami side still leads 3-0. Schmidt centers back to her post. Nobody home. Fitzgerald swats it free. Here's Smith, top of the circles. He shoots. His wrist returned aside. Batted off a stick and into the mesh. That halts action with 14:51 left in period 2. Miami leads 3-0.
Casey, you talked about the netminder from Miami, Mr. Camp, having a strong performance so far. With that last shot on goal, that was his 10th save. And we are almost the halfway mark here in the second period.
10 saves to Joseph Stebbins. Must seem like a small man's fortune down the other end. Stebbins might be the richest man in the rink with the amount of shots he's faced today. Face off to his left. Miami controls. Lead left point. His wrister deflected. Rolls out to the red line. Race for the puck. Amicha for Miami controls in the defending zone. The lefty D-man out of Rochester Hills, Michigan. That's just a couple hours north of the Ohio border. Filters out to Cronin, left circle, centering feed, looking for Lincoln, nobody home. Fitzgerald for Indiana, controls. He slugs the puck out to center, dug out by Madsen, swats it circle to circle, Gamicia, shovels out to the blue line. McDaniel for Indiana, the 5'7" freshman forward, circle to circle, backhand feed, Fitzgerald. Bangs it down the length of the ice from right to left. Race for the puck, 17 on 17. And it's Madsen, Ohio's 17, Miami's 17, winning the race. 6 minutes in the period 2. The RedHawks still lead 3-0.
During that last offensive attack for Miami, a couple skaters went in and stopped quickly right in front of minder Joe Stebbins. And he had to wipe his eyes and his mask off trying to clear his vision as there was so much snow and other ice in his face area. And it made it hard for him to see.
Can't say that's happened to me since I left Alaska a week and a half ago. Off the face-off, Indiana lobs it down the length of the ice from right to left. Off Fitzgerald's stick, icing is called. There's no snow or ice in the lower Midwest areas, none in Bloomington and none in Miami. Speaking of Bloomington, Game 2 tomorrow afternoon at 3:15 on Frank Southern Ice Arena. Second game of this home-and-home series. Lee off the face-off for Miami. Right circle. His wrist returned aside by Stebbins. Rolls back behind the net. Indiana with Fitzgerald can't clear the zone. Linsky for Miami. Twist the puck to Lee. One hands to Schmidt. Left goal line. Looks in the backhand. Looks middle of the ice. Walks the board. Centers into the slot. One-timer. Kamicha, no. A rebound by Klinsky. Deflected. Backhand centering pass looking for Lee. He can't get the stick on the puck. And it's Fitzgerald sliding past a man, backhanding out to center, and that halts action, and that moves the puck out of the zone. 13:20 left in period 2, 3-0 Miami.
Casey, that looked like a rugby scrum. No one had possession of the puck, and it took forever for someone to come away with it and make something of that attack.
Here's Klinsky for Miami, centering in front. Lee, a backhander on goal, and Stebbins makes a point-blank glove save to halt action. 13:12 left in period 2, 3-0 Miami. Shots on goal in this second frame, 7-2 Miami. After outshooting Indiana 29-6 in period 1. Face-off to Stebbins' left. Philip Smith, who scored the second goal for Miami, takes the face-off. Socrates Raptis for Indiana wins the draw. He backhands Christian Champel back behind Stebbins. A 1-2-1-1 forecheck look for the RedHawks. And they poke the puck free down the left boards. Jack Lipovich at the point, kicks it away, but it's Champel for Indiana motoring past the red line. In the attacking zone, hands off to Null. Right circle, his wrister. Turned aside off the blocker of Camp. Pinballs and caroms high up into the ceiling. Almost hits the rafters and the stanchions, but that halts action. 12:48 left in period 2, 3-0 Miami.
Casey, you're right. It did hit the rafters and the stanchion up there and nearly smacked a fixture. Breaking one of those would not be the best thing to keep this game going.
Face-off comes to Camp's right. Off the face-off, Miami controls. Joe Gamicia has it left goal line. Raptis on the forecheck, pins the puck to the wall. It's stolen by Smith for the RedHawks. Cycles past a man, backhands out to McGeever. He works at the center, just past Lee's stick. Indiana with James Todaro in the defending zone. Bangs it out to center, and then intercepted by Lipovich for Miami. Left wing half-dasher, centering feed. One-timer in the slot. Deflected. Rebound by Jenkins, deflected off of Stebbins' blocker. It rolls out right point. Luca Folio, right half-dasher. 12:10 to go in the second. 3-0 lead for Miami. He's got it left-hand boards. Philip Smith pirouettes past a couple of centermen. Works it between the circles. Folio, must-be made by Stebbins, halts action, 8 minutes into period 2, 3-0 Miami. Stebbins, screened by a couple RedHawks, makes a point-blank save, but a lot harder than it seems, with Stebbins having to deal with a couple 6'2" forwards plus.
That was downright nasty glove work by Stebbs in between the pipes. He threw his leather out in front of him, and luckily it found some rubber.
Off the face-off, Gamicha left point, his wrister to the side. Miami controls Joey Jenkins' right goal line. Twists the puck below the net. Fitzgerald for Indiana controls. He paddles it out to center, but Miami controlling off of a back check. Will Lincoln. 3-0 lead for RedHawks, 11:40 left in period 2. Cutter for Indiana, right circle, backhand pass looking for Shabazz, batted away. Gamicha lobs it out to the right circle. It's Jenkins in the defending zone for Miami. Chips it off the high glass. Gamicha, forecheck by Indiana. They in the zone. Miami with it down the near boards. A big hit away from the puck. No penalty called. Meanwhile, the RedHawks in the attacking zone, right point. Can't maintain the zone. It rolls out to center. And it's Noah Klinsky swatting the puck out to Jenkins. His wrister wide glove side. It stays 3-0 Miami. 11 minutes to go in period 2.
That was a massive hit in the Indiana attacking zone. The hunter became the hunt, and Shabazz fell on the seat of his pants after he was going out for a big shoulder hit.
Pinball out to center. It rolls past everybody to Kemp's left in goal. Icing washed. Ryan Jenkins digs it out for the RedHawks. One hands to Torsten Lee. Slugs it off the high glass. Roofs it out to center, and it's batted away by Kissel for Indiana into the Cream and Crimson attacking zone. 10.5 to go in period 2. 3-0 lead for the RedHawks. Circle-to-circle pass in it easy. Jacob Schmidt plays the carom. He's in the attacking zone, right circle. Dances past the man. He goes on net. Tries a chip and chase shot over Stebbins over the crossbar. And the net comes off of its moorings to stop action. 10:27 left in period 2. Schmidt played the carom at center. Got past Patton and almost roofed one top shelf. There have been a couple big-time goals today. That would have been the biggest of the big time.
At the moment, Will Patton, the junior D-man for Indiana, looks a little bit out of his element without his liney. Scott Berger, line mate, obviously one of the guys out studying abroad and out of the lineup.
Face-off controlled by Indiana. Patton in the defending zone. He's working with Aiden Goodfellow, typically on the second D pairing line, but both of them sharing the blue line today to start. 10-12 left in period 2. RedHawks 3-0. The puck swatted out to center by Kenyon. Rolling puck tumbles down the length of the ice. Icing washed. Miami controls Lipovich in the defending zone. Jack Lipovich, a junior out of Hickory Heights, Pennsylvania. A lone Pennsylvanian on this Miami roster. He works it to McGeever. Right half dasher. Holds at the dot. Backhand pass. Batted off a couple skates. And Karams below the left goal line where it's Hunter Wallace controlling. He assisted on a couple goals for Miami today. Worked it to McGeever. Rims the puck off the high glass. Offenbach for Indiana. Chips the puck behind the nets. Smith has got it below the left goal line. Saucer pass out to the blue line. Big slap shot. McGeever turned aside by Stebbins. Kick toward the left goal line. Smith still controls. Swatted away by Kissel. Chip and chase out to the red line. And it's Miami controlling in the defending zone. Drew Bishop. 9:15 remaining in period 2. 3-0 lead for the RedHawks. Bishop, stretch pass for Smith. Rolls off his skates. Tired legs on the ice for both sides. Tadaro saunters to get the puck. He backhands it off the high glass. Miami on a forecheck has it right half dasher. 3 bodies aside down the near boards fighting for control of the puck. A sea of white and crimson, and now it's Cruz for Indiana backhanding it out to center. 8:45 left in period 2. 3-0 lead for Miami over Indiana. Cristiano for the Cream and Crimson. Can't clear the zone. Miami left half dasher in the attacking third. Schmidt backhand to Lipovich left point. His wrister turned aside. Bounces off a stick. Ends the mesh to stop play. 8:35 left in period 2. 3-0 lead for Miami over Indiana as we step aside from Oxford. You're listening to Club Ice Hockey at Indiana University on the Indiana Hockey Radio Network. 8:35 left in period 2. 3-0 lead for Miami over Indiana. Face-off comes to Joseph Stebbins right in the Indiana defending zone. Socrates Raffis for the Cream and Crimson against Quinn Cronin for Miami. Cronin wins the draw, but it splits both Lipovich and Luke Folio in the Miami attacking zone. Forced to recontrol in the defending zone. Stretch pass out ahead. Lee in the attacking third, back behind the net, holds in the backhand, swats it toward Madsen, intercepted by Fitzgerald for Indiana. The lefty D-man bangs it out to center. He collides with a couple of men. We're going to get a penalty, the first of the game, and it's on RedHawks. Interference is the call, and with 8:08 remaining in the second, the Cream and Crimson to the power play. Jack Lipovich had collided with Fitzgerald past the Miami center ice logo, and it's Indiana's top-ranked power play in the TSCHL, just over 28% doing its work for 2 minutes. The five of the ice for Indiana: Cade Kenyon, John Cristiano, Will Patton, Colin Fitzgerald, Jack Jordan. Face off to Benkamp's right. Indiana controls. Patton staples the puck to the right end dasher. Joe Gamicha for Miami holds the puck below the goal line. On the forecheck, Indiana with Cristiano. One hands to Jordan. Backhanded out of the zone by Miami. Madsen works it out to the high glass, but it skitters up into the mesh to halt action. 14 seconds into Lipovich's minor. 7:54 remaining in the second period. Interference call on Lipovich, the team leader in penalty minutes, not named, Noah Klinsky. He's got 48 for the RedHawks. Lipovich right behind him with 32. Indiana in the defending zone. Fitzgerald with 90 seconds remaining on the Indiana power play. Quarterbacks the offense. Stretch pass to Jordan. Sauntering in the attacking zone. Right circle. Backhand pass to Kenyon. Staples up to the half wall. Backhands to blue line. Intercepted by Miami. Quinn Cronin works it out to the center ice logo, where Indiana forced to chase back into the defending zone. 7:20 left in period 2. 3-0 lead for the RedHawks. Indiana with Jordan, the senior captain. Chip and chase down the right board. Swats it to Kenyon. Looking left goal lines. Bangs it to Goodfellow. He cycles back to Kenyon. Working left point. Back toward the net. Point-to-point pass. Patton right side. His wrist returned aside. It caroms toward the right goal line. Cristiano digs out for Indiana. Whips it behind the cage. Madsen for Miami. Works it out to the blue line. Bounces off of Goodfellow's midsection at the script. Indiana across the crimson sweater. And it's Goodfellow forced to re-enter the zone. And now we get a whistle and an offside. That's on Offenbach down to near points.
Also looked like Ladislav Cruz took some liberty in front of the blue line as that attack was mounting. And that shot on goal about 30 seconds ago was the first for Indiana in about 6 minutes. They just didn't have any attacks to have a shot on goal.
It's been that type of game for Indiana. 3 shots in the second period. Face-off at neutral. Miami rifles it down the length of the ice from left to right. 30 seconds left in the Indiana power play. They move from right to left, trailing 3-0. 6.5 to go in the second period. Offenbach, right side, puts on the brakes, walks the far board. Saucer pass, point-to-point. Chappelle plays to Karam. He's got it top of the left circle. Swats the puck to Rathis at the left goal line. Looking middle. Goodfellow between the circles. One-timer Rathis left side. Way high and wide of the crossbar. Rolls out to the right point. Goodfellow has it, and it's swatted out of the zone. Jacob Schmidt clears it. That's the end of the power play. We're back to 5-on-5.
Just a bit outside, Casey. That was a bit high and wide, as you said.
You're a baseball guy, so that makes sense you'd make the baseball expression as well. Cruz for Indiana, right point. Bangs the puck to himself down the left side. He's got it at the hash mark. It's close-ended wrister. Turned aside by Camp. A couple of bodies fighting for control. Miami down the length of the ice, down the other end. Lipovich just out of the bench. Off the box, shot left circle, glove down by Stebbins. And that stops play. 5:40 left in period 2. 3-0 lead for the RedHawks over the Cream and Crimson. If that last shot by Rathis was a bit high and outside, and that last shot by Lipovich was right down the pipe. We're a bit of a ways from Milwaukee. Tribute to the good longtime voice of the Milwaukee Brewers, as in Major League 2. Who's also the interim, you could say, voice of the Cleveland Indians. Face off to Stebbins, right off the draw. Leah shot close-handed, deflected. Rolls back behind the net. Philip Smith for Miami. He's got it, half-dasher left wing. Chips the puck off the high glass. Skills the goal line. Centering feed, Lipovich. His shot deflected. Rolls out to the right circle. Indiana can't clear the zone. Miami with Quinn Cronin working toward the right goal line. Backhand centering pass worked out to the blue line. Corrali, one-timer up into the mesh. Over the crossbar, the hold action. 5:11 to go in period 2. 3-0 lead for the RedHawks.
Bob Uecker was the name you were looking for there, Casey.
Still Bob Uecker.
Bob Uecker, the voice of the Milwaukee Brewers and the Milwaukee Braves.
He's a former catcher, too. How many pucks do you think Bob Uecker could stop if he put on the pads right now?
I don't think he or we would like to find out.
I know I wouldn't. I bruise too easily. Face off right circle deflected. Rolls out left point. One-timer. Gamicha deflected wide. Rolls toward the right goal line. Shabazz for Indiana. Ushers the puck out to center. One hands to Kenyon. Chip and chase. Rolling puck. Stick the side by Camp. Rolls right goal line. Kenyon's got it. Looking middle. Backhand pass out to the right point. Tadaro closes to it. Miami's got a possible breakaway. 2-on-1. Lee down the left side. Top of the left circle. At the dot. Dancing past the man. His wrister. Look down by Stebbins. All action. Lee was 2-on-1 into the attacking zone. Faked the centering pass to Lipovic. He tried a snapshot, and Stebbins made a near side glove stop to hold action. 4:44 left in period 2. The RedHawks still lead 3-0.
RedHawks lead 3-0, and the shots on goal just keep coming from Miami. It's 15-4 in this frame.
Off the face-off, top of the left circle, one-timer Schmitz, chested down by Stebbins. 4:35 left in period 2, 3-0 lead for the RedHawks. Indiana makes a couple changes. James Georgiou and James Sidaro. Gas, they come off the ice. It's Goodfellow and Patton in for the Cream and Crimson. Face off to Stebbins right. Goodfellow controls. Whips the puck off the high glass. It rolls out to the right circle. One-timer Lipovic kicks it made by Stebbins. Rolls to the right goal line. Klinsky backhands into the slot. Intercepted Offenbach. He twists it out to the left circle. Intercepted Lee. Centers into the high slot. They work at left point. Gamicha whips it to slot. A shot by Klinsky deflected off of Stebbins' glove. It rolls toward the right half marks. Kept in by Miami. Right circle, Klinsky's wrister. Wide glove side of Stebbins. Takes a carom off the end glass. Pirouette's out to the left point. Lee's got it for the left goal line. Looking middle. Centering feed. One-timer. Klinsky rings off the crossbar. With 4 minutes to go in the second, it stays 3-0 Miami. Pat for Indiana down the other end, and now we get a whistle. Will we get a penalty? Yes, we will. Interference. Noah Klinsky off of a centering pass from Lee below the goal line. Couple inches shy from his second goal of the game. And now it's Miami on the power play for the first time today. So a tale of two. Offenbach sits for interference. Indiana's 0 for 1 on the power play. The TSCHL leader in the man advantage now gives way to Miami's power play unit just over 14% off the tie-up the RedHawks control. They got it right point. Jacob Schmidt at the circle. Angles toward the goal line. Walks the near boards. Filters the puck to Rademacher below the goal line. Circle to circle pass. Klinsky, right circle. His centering feed deflected. And it's Daniel McGeever for Miami controlling. Works it straight away. Luca Folio, slap pass back to McGeever. One-timer deflected. Rolls out left goal line. Jordan for Indiana. Can't clear the zone. McGeever, left half dasher. Centering feed to the high slot. Luca Folio, right circle. His wrister fanned on. Gets a rebound. His wrister turned aside off of McDaniel's body. Rolls out to the right point. Kenyon plays the carom. Rifles from right to left out of the zone. Indiana makes a line change with 3:10 left in period 2. The RedHawks still lead 3-0. Drew Bishop out of Adena, Minnesota, in the high slot. His wrister wide high of the glove of Stebbins. Miami still controls. Lee, right circle. Swats the puck out to the center point logo. McLeod, back to Tilton. Lee, right circle center, they score. A no-look goal by Noah Klinsky from the right goal line, his second of the game, and his 53rd all-time, puts the RedHawks up 4-0 with 2:45 to go in the second. A power play goal for the RedHawks, just their 4th of the semester, and Miami with a controlling 4-0 advantage. Lee twisted into the slot, and Klinsky had a no-look shot on goal, and somehow got it past Stebbins' right pad. 3 different goal scores for the RedHawks. It's the 3rd multi-goal game of the season for Klinsky. He leads the team in goals with 14. Face-off at center, Indiana control. Cristiano fired a shot from the red line. Turned aside by Camp. It rolls back behind the nets, where Noah Tilton controls. The sophomore out of Hickory Heights, PA. Ambles past the red line. Chip and chase behind Stebbins. He plays it off his stick. Whips it down to near side. Miami on the forecheck. They control right end line. Will Lincoln driving behind the nets. Backhands down to the points. Noah Hilton can't maintain the zone. Cruise for Indiana at the center ice logo. Bangs it off the far boards, and it's Miami controlling Ryan Jenkins. 2 minutes to go in the second, 4-0 Miami. 3 goals for the RedHawks in the first and 1 in the second. Puck rolls out to center. Todaro settles down for Indiana. Pitchforks down to the point. Intercepted by Miami. Cronin left goal line. Back toward the nets. Back check from behind by Jordan. He saucers out to center. Just past and behind Cade Kenyon. And it's Miami working it out to the blue line. One-timer by Georgiou. Whiffs wide to the right of Camp. And that stops action. 1:36 remaining in period 2. 4-0 lead for Miami over Indiana. I told you, that's all that happens when we try one-timers. They whiff wide, just like Major League 2. Putting on mute. Face-off to Camp's right. It's Indiana controlling the attacking zone face-off. From behind, Miami on a forecheck. Goodfellow right circle, one-timer high up in the crossbar, rolls out to center. 1:25 to go in period 2. Miami leads 4-0. McGeever back behind the net. Jets past Patton. One hands the puck, left point. Tilton, Lipovich, his shot deflected, rolling below the goal line. Smith centering feed, looking for Lee, batted down. Patton for Indiana, pins the puck to the wall, and now it's Miami controlling left side. Lipovich at the point, his wrister turned aside with 1 minute to go in the second. Miami leads 4-0. Lipovich, backhand shot in the slot, turned aside, hit off of Stebbins' chest, rolls down the right boards. Raptors for Indiana. Swats it off the glass. Nobody knows where the puck is. It's still in the Miami attacking zone. Can't have seen that for a while. And now it's Kenny out to center.
Casey, it looked like he got stuck under the blade of Socrates Raptis. He didn't even see it because it was stuck under his boot.
It's that time of year where you can't see anything, just like the credit card bill from Christmas. Left circle, Madsen lost the puck off of his backhand. Rolls out to the center, Lipovich. Veers back into the defending zone. He rifles it back behind Stebbins. Line changes made by both sides. 20 seconds remaining in period 2. 4-0 lead for the RedHawks. Fitzgerald for Indiana. Chips the puck off the high wall. Gamicha for Miami in the defending zone. Has it right board. Staples to the wall with 10 seconds. 4-0 Miami lead over Indiana. Smith lobs it out to center. Fitzgerald twists it to McDaniel at the M logo at center. Saucers into the attacking zone. And that'll do it for period 2. 4-0 lead for Miami after 40 minutes. 1 goal in period number 2, and by no surprise, it should come that Noah Klinsky got his second goal of the game. That's his team leading 14th of the year.
Klinsky also now has 3 points in this evening's game. He had the first goal of the night and had an assist on the lead goal, and now the goal again here in the second.
Klinsky, who had entered with 99 career points, now at 102, the third member of the 100-point career club in Miami hockey history. Now 53 goals all-time for Klinsky, just 6 behind Ethan Whitney for the all-time lead in Miami hockey history. This season, when trailing after 2 periods, Indiana is 1-3. You guessed it, the last win for Indiana was their last win in general against Michigan on December 6th back at Frank Southern Ice Arena. Miami has not lost the season when leading past 2 periods. 4-0 lead for the RedHawks over the Cream and Crimson. We step aside when we return. Our second period intermission report comes your way next on the Indiana Hockey Radio Network.
After 40 full minutes of play, the score is 4-0 in favor of the home team, Miami University RedHawks, here at the Goggin Ice Center. This is your second intermission report. I'm Sam Weixler, alongside the voice of Indiana hockey, Casey Roehl. And Casey, it's been a rough 2 periods here at the Goggin Center, rank 2.
Well, Indiana let up only 1 goal in the second, but it seemed like they were living in their own defensive zone that entire frame. Joseph Stebbins hasn't been able to get any help whatsoever, and Miami showing why they're the number 1 team in the TSCHL, just putting on shot after shot after shot.
Casey, they were living in the defensive zone so much, I thought they were going to start building the scaffolding.
I mean, the rink looks like it could use a couple upgrades, and I mean, sometimes it just felt like the team wanted to forget that they were playing in their defending zone, just like how you want to forget the credit card bill after Christmas break. So that could be something that could happen. But anyways, in the last 20 minutes, Indiana's going to have to be a lot more aggressive on the attacking glass and showing that they can maintain a forecheck and, most importantly, get the puck in the attacking zone and get the forecheck as a possibility.
During the second period, the shots on goal were 21 for the Miami RedHawks and 4 for Indiana. So a total now of 12 shots on goal for Indiana through 40 minutes. And that is the correct count. We checked that with the scores table down below us on ice level. In terms of penalties, Indiana had one man sentenced to a 2-minute penalty. That was Offenbach with an interference minor at 3:54. His sentence was commuted after a goal was scored. Miami, on the other hand, had Lipovich visit the box. He had a 2-minute minor for interference, and there was no score during his trip to the sin bin. Here in the second intermission show, we've got a few more things to cover. The goals scored so far. In the first period, it was Klinsky, Smith, and Lee, all in separate instances, although Smith and Lee had goals just 15 seconds apart from each other. And in the second period, Klinsky struck yet again. That means Mr. Klinsky himself has 3 points. He had an assist during the goal by Smith. That came at the 2:36 mark in the first period. And as both clubs get back onto the ice, we'll take a break before the final 20 minutes of play. After 2 frames, it's 4-0. Indiana trailing here in Oxford, Ohio against the Miami RedHawks. I've been Sam Weixler alongside Casey Roehl. This has been your second intermission show on the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network.
Indiana and Miami. This season, we're leading through 2 periods. The RedHawks are 8-0, trailing after 2. Indiana's 1-3. Their last win came when trailing by 2, and after 2, when they won against Michigan on December 6th, the last win for Indiana of the decade of 2010, and their last win in general. Casey Roehl with you alongside Sam Weixler from Goggin Ice Center in downtown Oxford. Indiana in their crimson jerseys, white lettering and numbering skate from left to right as you listen. Miami in their white jerseys, red lettering and numbering with white outline from right to left as you listen. Jack Jordan, the senior captain for Indiana, and Quinn Crow at center. The black and red M at center ice. Jordan wins the faceoff, and Indiana controls, skating from left to right from Goggin. Cade Kenyon lost at left point, battled for the puck at the red line. Kenyon backhands it over to Jordan, left half dasher, lost it off his backhand. Luca Folio for Miami controlled in the defending zone. The freshman defenseman out of Indianapolis has a couple assists tonight. He stretches the puck ahead. Torsten Lee, right circle his wrister, glove down and chested down by Stebbins to halt action. 24 seconds into period 3. Indiana trailing at 4-0. Fans, be sure to join us tomorrow afternoon at Frank Southern Ice Arena for Game 2 of this home-and-home series, beginning at 3:15 Eastern Time. Our pregame show begins at 2:55 on the Indiana University Hockey Radio Network. Face off to Stebbins is right. Miami controls the attacking zone draw. Luca Folio chips the puck behind Stebbins. Indiana first to it in the defending zone. On the forecheck, Lipovich left point. He swats the puck behind Stebbins. Pat for Indiana. Reverses direction on the backhand, looking for Kissel. He's got it left end boards, and it's finally Jordan muscling it out to center. One hands to Kenyon. In the attacking zone, right circle. His wrister glove down by Camp to stop action. 19:09 left in the third frame. 4-0 lead for Miami. A possible 2-on-1 man rush. Jordan one hand to Kenyon from the top of dot. He faked the shot and then fired the wrister high, but the 5'11" Camp put his glove on top to hold action. Face off to Camp's left. The shot off the draw by Offenbach. Steer the side off of Camp's pad. Miami controls into the defending zone. Brendan Madsen, the 6'2" sophomore D-man, pins the puck to the wall. Forecheck for Indiana. Crouch, top of the right circle. Holds in the backhand. Jabs along to Cristiano. Dashes past a man, but can't get past the second. Quinn Cronin out to center. Veers back into the defending zone. On a turnover, Offenbach, top of the circles. Right circle in the attacking zone. Holds in the backhand. Back toward the net. Centering pass. Nobody home. It splits both McDaniel and Fitzgerald at the blue line. And with 1:25 into the third frame, it remains 4-0 Miami over Indiana. Stretch pass to center. Cruise for Indiana. Backhands to Offenbach, right side. Between the legs pass to Cristiano, left goal line. Back toward the net. Center is intercepted. Gets the puck back. Swats it to Cruz, right circle. Twisted by Fitzgerald, bottom of the right side. Deflected. Poked away by Raptis. Indiana maintains the forecheck. Left half dasher turned aside by Schmidt. And Miami the other end. Schmidt sends it across to Smith. He's on a possible breakaway. Right circle. His shot from the dot. Deflected by Stebbins. He puts the chest on top and it skitters out to the left circle. It stays 4-0 Miami. 2 minutes into period 3. The RedHawks maintain the attacking zone. Tilted high slot. His wrister blocked and gloved by Stebbins off the camera. 17-12, 17:52 remaining in period 3. Faceoff comes to Stebbins' right. Raptis takes the faceoff against Philip Smith. Smith for Miami wins the draw. Saucers back behind the net. Backhands the puck right point. Folio fakes a shot, surfs the blue line, top of the circles, filters into the slot. A shot by DeGraffno. A rebound. Folio tries again, and he scores. Folio on a backhand. Played it backdoor post, and Hunter Wallace got the last touch. And so the freshman from Westerville, Ohio, pockets his 5th goal of the season to put Miami up 5-0, 17:38 remaining in period 3.
Looks like McGeever was also in on the action. He was in the high five line first. So Casey, you're going to go ahead and credit that to Hunter Wallace. Is that correct?
Yeah, Hunter Wallace, who was teammates with Jack Sullivan, who's out with a left shoulder surgery. He high-fives him on the bench, wearing street clothes. Face-off at center. Miami controls into the defending zone. Luca Folio over to Noah Tilton. Whips it out to center. Champel bats it, and it rolls offside. 17:22 remaining in period 2. 5-0 lead for Miami over Indiana. Be sure to join us for an abbreviated Club Ice Hockey at Indiana University postgame show where we hand out our players of the game, and we'll recap tonight while previewing tomorrow. 3:15 at Frank Southern Ice Arena in Bloomington, the second game of this home and home. Face off to Joseph Stebbins left. Indiana controls. Alex Shabazz, stretch pass looking for Sharp. Intercepted at the center ice logo. Miami controls. Quinn Cronin at the red line strike. Filters the puck down the near side. Will Patton for Indiana. Spins and lost control of where the puck was. Miami controls into the slot. The RedHawks with Folio. Left goal line. Back and pass out in front. Rolls to the right points. Will Lincoln, his shot deflected, rolls to the left of Stebbins. Miami still with it. 16:50 left in period 3. The RedHawks lead 5-0. Lee, one hand to Joey Jenkins, right dot. Between the circles, lost the puck, swats it to the right circle. Noah Klinsky fakes it straight away. Bishop fakes, he shoots, deflected, rolls that left circle. One-timer by Tilton. Wide glove side of Stebbins, rolls out to the right point. And now to center ice where the RedHawks control. 16:25 left in period 3. Miami leads 5-0.
Casey, the hitting just hasn't come for Indiana. They haven't played very physical as they have in other games. It looks like they're still trying to get used to playing at this speed after being on a break during winter for so long.
Folio in the slot for Miami. Backhand pass, backdoor post, looks for Hanley. George Hanley out of Indianapolis on for his second shift of the game. He goes to the backhand. He goes back to a post, ticked aside by Stebbins. He also got his pad on the puck. 4 minutes in the period, 3. The lead stays 5-0 RedHawks.
Looks like Hanley caught a stick up in the chin. He's holding his face as he's in some pain, but rubbing it off, and no whistle was made.
15:45 left in period 3. The RedHawks up 5-0. Tilton, right circle, wristers, kick the save, then the butterfly made by Stebbins. It rolls down the near circle. Indiana in the defending zone. They usher it out to center. Jordan looking middle. Slices past a couple of defensemen. Left circle. Holds it the back end. Driving to the goal line. Pulling off the puck by Lipovich on a stick check. He works it to Philip Smith. Back behind Camp. It rolls into the slot past Kissel's skate. Now here comes Miami the other end. 2-on-2. Schmidt in the attacking zone. Right circle at the dot. Back check from behind by McDaniel. He gets the puck back on the backhand. Veers toward the hash mark. Angles past a man. Holds in the backhand as he goes in on net. He centers into the Lipovich. Short side shot. Stick save made by Stebbins. Rolls out right point. Between the circle, Smith, he shoots, deflected. It skitters out to the right goal line. Tumbling puck settled down by Lipovich. And Fitzgerald for Indiana, forced to play it. Rolls off the high glass, finally out to center where Indiana clears the zone. 5 minutes into period 3. The RedHawks still up 5-0. Lipovich, the beneficiary of the lone penalty for Indiana today. Centers to Lee in the attacking zone, bottom of the left circle. Centers looking for Smith, deflected rebound, centering pass, one-timer Schmidt. His shot altered out of that angle, and it clears the zone from left to right.
A complete whiff from point-blank range. Stebbins had a little bit of a blessing there come towards him.
14:25 remaining in period 3. 5-0 lead for Miami over Indiana. Cronin, right circle, wrister. Locked off a body, takes a carom. Stebbins lost control of the puck. The net is empty right now. Stebbins gets back into his moorings and in between the crease. Rademacher right point. Filters the puck out to Brendan Madsen. Rolls off his stick. Indiana with Cristiano. Lobs it out to center out of the zone as Indiana makes a line change. 6 minutes into period 3. The RedHawks still up 5-0. Cronin, pass center. Ushers in the attacking zone right side. Centering pass just underneath of Madsen's stick. Miami still controls the attacking zone. Cronin left circle, spinning wrister, wide glove side of Stebbins. Rolls out to the far boards. Cruz picks it up for Indiana. The lefty motors ahead. Left circle, wrister, gloved by Kemp to halt action. 13:38 remaining in period 3. The RedHawks up 5-0 as we step aside from Oxford. You're listening to Indiana University Club Hockey on the Club Hockey at Indiana University Radio Network. Wrap this off the face-off right circle. 13.5 to go in the regulation. 5-0 lead for Miami. It's the RedHawks controlling off the miss. Daniel McGeever, left circle, dances past the man, sliding, stick save made by Patton. It rolls back behind the cage. Hunter Wallace for the RedHawks, right half dasher. Center feed off a body in the slot, rolls out to center, where Chappelle picks it up for Indiana. 5-0 lead for the RedHawks over the Cream and Crimson. 13:10 left in regulation. Rolling puck on net. Stebbins forced to play his glove to halt action. So Joseph Stebbins had entered the season 4-0 in his last 4 road games against ranked opponents. Since Sam Weixler, he's 0-3 with the goals against of just over 8.5. This will not help his goals against, having allowed 5 goals.
No, it won't, but he's seen plenty of shots, and it might make it up or come close to it.
Puck free at center. Chappelle for Indiana on the break. Left circle. His wrister. Camp sprawls out to make a sprawling stick save. He kicks it toward the far corner, and it stays 5-0 Miami. 12:50 left in regulation from the Goggin Ice Center. Puck at center. Batted by No. He enters the attacking zone. Left circle. Snapshot. High over the crossbar. Caroms out to the right point, and now here comes Miami the other end. Joey Jenkins ushers the puck in the attacking zone. Dances past the man. Holds at the left dot. Behind the net. Centering pass. Looking for lead. Deflected. Rolled out top of the left circle. Kept in by Smith for Miami. Top of the circle. His wrister off of Stebbins' chest. Rolls out right point. Tilton keeps it in. Swats the puck off the right half dasher. Body's unsure where the puck is. 2 aside for Miami and Indiana. Both fighting for it. Chipped off the high glass. Batted into the air with 12:10 remaining in the third. It stays 5-0 Miami. The RedHawks maintain the attacking zone for a moment before Null bats it across the center ice stripe, where the RedHawks pick it up with 8 minutes gone in the third. Drew Bishop at center for Miami. Can't push the puck forward. It's rolling at the Indiana blue line. Fitzgerald for the Cream and Crimson. Back to the net. Backhand pass to Hubbard. Lost it right circle. And Joey Jenkins for Miami. Pass the red line from right to left. Back check from behind by Shabazz. Rolls at center. Kick by Bone Cutter. Rolls out to the right boards. Chipped up the high wall. Bone Cutter bats it toward the center ice logo. Play ensues, and Smith controls for the RedHawks. Circle-to-circle pass, Jenkins. Left point. His wrister chested by Stebbins. All in action. 11:22 left in period 3. 5-0 lead for Miami over Indiana.
Casey, shots on goal standing at 11-2 right now. Indiana has half the goals, shots on goal that they had in the second period, so that's plus.
Well, we're not even halfway through period 3, so there's still room for improvement if you want to take a bright side up things. Here's Kenyon for Indiana, left circle, dances past the man. His wrister, stick the side by Camp. There's another shot on goal on cue. Kenyon right goal line, centers into the slot. Off of Kissel's stick, it rolls out to the blue line. Jordan back to Kissel. Jordan and Kissel playing catch, left goal line in the attacking zone. Pinned off the wall by a couple Miami defenders, rolls underneath the stick of Camp, and it's Lipovich for Miami, whopping the puck off the high glass, wafted into the air. Jordan for the forecheck. Here's Kenny back behind the net. Backhand shot from the right goal line, wide high of the glove side of Camp, and it's Miami controlling. They whip it out to center. 10.5 to go in period 3. 5-0 lead for the RedHawks over the Cream and Crimson. It's chipped Lipovich into the Indiana D zone. Line change made by both sides. Ryan Jenkins, the freshman. His older brother Joey is in a career season with 5 goals. Jacob Schmidt into the slot. He is wrister turned aside by Stebbins. It kicks toward the near side. Rademacher left point. Bangs it to Klinsky. He's got 2 of Miami's 5 goals tonight. Klinsky back behind the net. Surfs it out to the right circle. Jenkins, top of the circle, center point. Circle pass left side. Zach Katz, a wrister. Glove down by Stebbins to hold action. 10 minutes remaining in the third. It's still 5-0 RedHawks.
It appeared at first, Casey, as though that might be a penalty for delay of game on Miami. The puck didn't take any deflection.
The official is talking to Andrew Newman, looking toward Newman at the bench. And we're going to stay 5-on-5, so a couple confusions for either side, and it stays 5-on-5.
Looked like Newman had the same idea that we did up here, Casey.
I think we're pretty good hockey minds. I hope Coach would agree with us as well. Miami controls Jacob Schmidt, right goal line, back toward the net. Scaling up the right half-dasher, chips the puck toward the goal line, intercepted by Offenbach for Indiana. 9.5 to go in period 3. 5-0 lead for the Miami RedHawks over the Indiana Cream and Crimson. Torsten Lee out to center, past the red line left side. In the attacking zone, left circle. Dances past the man, drives toward the goal line, has it back behind the net. Chips it to Ryan Jenkins. It rolls toward George Henley, now to Philip Smith. Edged off the puck. Bruce for Indiana swats it out to center, and it rolls past the Miami logo at center ice. 9 minutes to go in period 3. 5-0 advantage for the RedHawks. Smith, right circle, centers, intercepted Georgiou. He wafts it down from left to right. It was bad at center, so icing wash. Line change made by both teams. At least I'd hope Coach would listen to our hockey sense. We've been working around with him for the last year. I know I have for the last 3. You just over half a year, working on 1 full year. Noah Tilton left goal line, fakes a centering pass, works it to Philip Smith. His centering feed into the slot, batted off a couple sticks. Smith has it right half dasher, looking toward the net, top of the circle. His wrister wide, blocker side of Stebbins, rolls left point. Tilton maintains the zone, backhands the puck to the left end dasher. Barrett McDaniel for Indiana picks up the puck. Works it to Krush, filters out to center, and it's Smith forced to play for the RedHawks. 8:15 remaining in period 3. 5-0 advantage for Miami over Indiana. 11 o'clock Eastern time here in Oxford.
Casey, on the bright side tonight, Indiana's only taken 1 penalty for 2 minutes total, under 2 minutes, after the goal was scored during it. They average about 12 minutes of penalty time during each game, so that's a positive. They're playing clean hockey tonight.
And the bad news from Miami, they only get to practice their power play once, with Indiana having only committed one personal foul. We have a face-off And now a whistle, and on cue, I think I might have jinxed it, elbowing call with 7:44 left in period 3. This is going to go on the RedHawks. It's on Joey Jenkins.
Well, Casey, was that a positive broadcaster's curse for once?
Is there ever such a positive broadcaster's curse? I feel like the broadcaster's curse goes either side. We have a couple of deliberations. We'll step aside. 7:44 remaining in regulation. 5-0 lead for Miami over Indiana. You're listening to Club Ice Hockey at Indiana University on the Indiana Hockey Radio Network. .7:44 left in period 3. 5-0 lead for Miami over Indiana. Penalty comes out down to the near side, and it's on the RedHawks. It's on Zach Katz, the sophomore from Gulfport, Florida. He sits for elbowing. Double minors on each team. Indiana, Colin Fitzgerald, and for Miami, it's Joey Jenkins. Face-off at neutral ice. Miami controls left circle. A shot by Klinsky, deflected, batted out to center. Here comes Indiana, Cade Kenyon, past the red line. In the attacking zone, dances past a man, whiffs on a shot in the slot. And it's Miami with Jack Lipovich controlling down the left end dasher. Ushers the puck out to center, bats it off the high glass, rolls toward the goal line. Torsten Lee digs it up for the RedHawks in the attacking zone right side. Centers, puck in the air, batted down, he gloves it down. Right dot, he works his way into the slot, weaves past a man, centering pass back to a post. Klinsky tries to go back and he scores. Deny me once, you can't get me twice. Noah Klinsky a hat trick, and it improves the Miami lead to 6-0, 7:08 to go in regulation.
Well, I don't see any hats coming off the heads at the folks watching here in Goggin Ice Arena.
Noah Tilton on the bench, a mock helmet toss onto the ice. We stay a minute 24 in the matching minors, but it's now 6-0 RedHawks, 7:08 remaining. Face-off at center, Miami controls the escape from right to left. Joe Gamicha, left point, circle-to-circle pass, Katz. His shot blocked. He tracks his own miss, right goal line. Looking middle, dances past Georgie, holds in a backhand, whips it over the George Hanley, back behind Cage. Works at Brendan Madsen, top of the right circle. Back to Hanley behind the net, looking middle, centering past Gamicha, can't maintain the puck. Get it off and back for Indiana, flipping ahead the Crush. In the attacking zone, left boards. His wrister turned aside. It bats off the high glass, rolls down the left goal line. 6.5 to go, period 3. Miami leads 6-0, and they clear the zone.
4-on-4 hockey right now. Indiana can test out their open ice play, although it won't help them too much tomorrow, as the Frank Southern Ice Arena is a much smaller sheet of ice. Something to keep in mind.
Offenbach for Indiana, back check from behind. It rolls toward the Oxford logo at center, and the RedHawks control skating from right to left. Small is an understatement compared to from this rink to Frank Southern. 3:15 tomorrow.